2 years ago, I had an upload called Angry Joe, the Board Game Beggar. 2 years ago now, when I saw what was coming, I called out Angry Joe for begging people for money to fund his Street Fighter board game. And I heard it from a lot of people. I heard it a lot from the Angry Army telling me that I was out of line, that this guy is in no way, shape, or form an e-beggar. Because to be an e-beggar, you see, you would have to have a Patreon. Guess what he just rolled out? I am shitting you not. Angry Joe has rolled out a Patreon. He's also rolled out Join, so he's double dipping. He's got the Join and the Patreon. He was talking about how he went through a scare. He briefly lost monetization on all of his uploads because he was dropped by his MCM, and that was Disney. Disney and Maker, I believe. And I guess when you're dropped or something like that happens, you lose everything on your channel, monetization-wise. Like, I don't know how it works. I don't have an MCM here. But he tweeted about it. I saw a tweet about it too, and he was afraid. He was really scared, right? And he talks about how his Patreon's going to be different. Okay, his Patreon's going to be different because he's not going to paywall off any content. Okay? To the Angry Army, who is worried that they're not going to get to see all the Angry Joe content, they'll need to worry. But then he talks about how, well, he's got this computer and all this content on it, and it's just bloopers and, B-roll and all that stuff. He's softening people up to the idea that he's going to put all that behind walls on this Patreon. Okay? Because that's the incentive. That's how all the Patrons work. It's stuff he could upload to the YouTube channel, but no, we're going to hold that back for the Patreon. Angry Joe wants you members, and I hope some of you are here listening to this. Angry Joe wants you members of the Angry Army to consider digging into your pockets and giving him money, okay, every single month. I want you all to consider this. This is a man that has 3.22 million subscribers. This is a man who makes around $30K a month every single month on ad revenue alone. Outside of all the free games he gets from companies, outside of all the sponsorship deals, okay, just baseline on his ad revenue, he gets a brand new car basically every single month. Why on God's green earth would any member of the Angry Army donate $1 to this fucking con man? Okay, you know what? All this time, he's been talking against corporate commander and the gaming companies, right? Talking against greed and all the microtransactions. Well, right here, you got greed and you got paywalling off of content, which is my guess is going to happen on the Patreon. Okay, it's just bloopers. It's just B-rolls. No, it's your content that you're keeping from certain members of the Angry Army, so certain members could pay for that. Angry Joe is one of the last people on YouTube that need your Patreon support. Here's the thing. All this time, all these years, he's been fighting against corporate commander. But you know what? We never saw who was behind the mask of corporate commander. Guess what? It was Angry Joe.